Yep, you're self-centered, and so am I. And so am I.
Oh, and so am I.
Yes, and if you don't think you're self-centered, then maybe you're a little more self-centered than you think.
Self-centeredness isn't just about being selfish. It's about our innate desire that we each have to protect ourselves can actually be causing damage to the very relationships we need.
And if you keep going down that road, not only do you get disconnection, loneliness, but your relationships are going to suffer. Again.
And loneliness is now considered a health epidemic.
Well, that's not good.
Hi, we're Jeff and Ellen, life and relationship coaches, and we help people move from navel gazers to connectors.
That's good. And in this episode, we're going to help you identify where you are on the self-centered spectrum, how to rebalance that so you can create connected relationships. Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
I kind of knew you were going to be here.
What?
Yeah.
It's like you know me. I feel like this is a bit predictable.
Yeah. This keeps happening. Okay. So,
Okay, what are we talking about?
client, today, asking a question about what is the difference between taking care of self-care, and being self-centeredness?
Oh.
When does it switch over to that territory of this may be moving into unhealthy territory? And she didn't know where that was. So I figured today would be the time to talk about that.
Oh, I
to
love
help
that.
clarify, when have we moved into another area of unhealthiness?
I like it because there's so much talk, and rightfully so, about self-care. You know, go get that massage, go do your workout classes, go do your breath work. Make sure you're having your naps, you're eating well, like whatever it is you need to do to take care of self. And at what point, when you are you so busy taking care of self that you're actually not mindful of other, and it becomes self-centered living?
Yeah.
Great
exactly.
question. Love that.
So, let's talk about just self-centeredness as it is. Self-centeredness is not bad per se. You know, children are quite focused on self.
Completely, actually, self-centered.
So that makes sense. They have low awareness of other. But as we grow up into adulthood, we take our vision off of self from our navel, looking out and going, oh, there's another human being that I'm impacting, and that I'm in a relationship with in this shared reality.
I think it's also important to understand that we're all self-centered, and it helps us with our survival. It is part of our base nervous system habit so that we can survive, because when I'm in pain, I do want to turn towards self. If I'm cut or injured and bleeding, I'm not caring about how you're feeling or what's happening over there.
Yeah.
I'm cared about my survival and what I need. So pain actually turns us inward, and self-centeredness and caring for self becomes important. So we all have that.
Yeah, because we remove our energy from the out to other into ourselves because we're so full of pain. We have so much going on internally. There's so much noise internally that, you know, whether we have physical pain by stubbing our toe or emotional pain, it's still busy in the body system, and we just can't take in each other.
We see this actually even in our own disagreements and arguments, because when we both are upset about something, so we're both in pain, emotional pain, we can both turn inward on, no, this is my, it's my turn to talk.
Two of us are talking, and we're not actually speaking with each other, we're speaking at each other, but there's no listening, so it's just a bunch of noise being put into the relational space.
Which is quite common. Obviously, we talk about it with us, but that is common amongst all relationships. Self-centeredness isn't good or bad. Think of it as being on a spectrum.
So on one side, being self-centered, taking care of yourself, having your back, making sure that you're not overly giving out to others at your expense so that you feel really drained, that's good self-care. On the other end of the extreme is when it is at the expense of the connection or the expense of your relationships. That's the red flag. And we created a PDF guide called the Self-Centered Spectrum to help you identify where you're at and some questions that you can ask yourself, and you can click the link below for your free copy. And here's another point. If life is feeling lonely for you, maybe you're a little too focused on self.
Which makes sense, because when we feel lonely, it usually means we are in pain. When we're in pain, what we do instinctively is we withdraw from life. Our instinct is to isolate and even cut off communication. And then that naturally is going to drive a sense of loneliness.
Or we want to connect, but we only want to connect about our own pain or our own story. And so it all comes more about me, me, me show.
So I love that, because if you are feeling lonely, then maybe that's your indicator. I should check in. Perhaps I've been going inward too much and making it all about me, and maybe it's time to lean out. Maybe I need to go reach out and call someone, send a text to that person, give some empathy to someone who I know is in need, or maybe even go out and volunteer my services somewhere.
You can ask the other important people that you're in a relationship with, what's it like to be in relationship with me? And then listen to what they have to say to you. Maybe you are pulling focus too much, and that doesn't make you a bad human being, just maybe it's a little bit out of balance. Remember, life is always a shared reality, whether you're aware of it or not. And so when we pull focus on ourselves, if it's at the expense of the connection and others, it's going to have a negative impact on that relationship. It's better to co-create than isolate.
If you love this video, hit subscribe. Your relationships will thank you.
And check out this next video. Thanks for watching.